It was an historic moment for the media industry in PNG this morning in Suva, Fiji, as Chief Executive Officer of Telikom PNG, Michael Donnelly, signed the sale and purchase agreement for 100% ownership of Media Niugini from Fiji Television Limited. The sale is subject to regulatory approval in Fiji and PNG and subject to an extraordinary general meeting of Fiji Television Limited to be held in March. Fijian Holdings Limited Group CEO Nozab Farid said both the buyer, Telikom PNG, and the seller in Fiji Television had agreed on the sale.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to share with you that Media Niugini Limited, which has been for last 8 years owned by Fiji Television Limited, and effectively today, that is 5th February 2015, has become a local company in Papua New Guinea. It's an honor and a pleasure to sell this company to Telikom PNG, which is a state-owned enterprise. Now, people of PNG can be really proud they own a flagship, a great company with the right capacity and capability. And I'm sure that company can go forward.
MTV under Media Niugini Limited is Papua New Guinea's first and longest-running television network and a profitable subsidiary to Fiji TV, crossing a 25 million kina revenue mark last financial year for the first time ever in MNL's financial history. According to Telikom PNG CEO Michael Donnelly, the acquisition is good news for Papua New Guinea as MTV continues to set a standard in locally produced programs.
We are a PNG-owned company, so building capability and building capacity within these companies is very much a part of our vision and mission as opposed to just running commercial businesses. There is a convergence in the marketplace, not just between fixed line business and mobile, but what consumers want to do on those devices. And clearly, being a Media Niugini Limited, being a strong content owner and builder, is very attractive to our telephony customers.
He added that as a telecommunication company acquiring a media company, the two can now benefit from each other's synergies. And despite the entry of competition in the television media market, with the provision of digital television signals, Telikom PNG plans to implement digital services through MNL's MTV within the next 12 months, making MTV the sole free-to-air broadcaster to use both digital and analog services. In Port Moresby this morning, Minister for Public Enterprises and State Investments, Ben Micah, said Media Niugini Limited's acquisition will now beef up and converge the communications and media broadcasting industry in PNG.
I can confirm that the acquisition of MTV by Telikom PNG from Fiji TV has been concluded as IPBC has clear the sale to go through, and as you are now aware, Telikom and Fiji TV have now signed the sales and purchase contract for the sale of 100% of MTV from by Fiji TV to Telikom PNG.
He says the purchase is a strategic move and one in line with the current government's plans to provide a more cohesive and converged output of information covering all forms of media.
Telikom as a network provider, as a provider of application services, and now it's going into content by acquiring Datec as the ISP provider, acquiring MTV as a media company, and through its existing ownership of FM 100, it's now fully integrated in the telecommunication industry, from network delivery services to ISP and also to media.
Minister Micah says with Media Niugini Limited's experience and industry knowledge and Telikom's network and coverage, the future looks exciting.
It's a great positive step for the country, and especially Telikom and IPBC, that the main television provider in the country is now in the hands of Papua New Guineans through Telikom and IPBC. This is great news for Papua New Guineans.
Neville Choi, National MTV News.